Top 5 most annoying tropes and why they need to stop. Let's be honest, every movie, show, book, or game we love also has that one thing that makes us sigh, roll our eyes, or pause the screen and say, of course they did that. Today, we're talking about the top 5 most annoying tropes, the storytelling habits that keep showing up again and again, even though most of us are completely tired of them. Now, tropes themselves aren't evil. They exist because they worked at some point. But when they're overused, poorly written, or just straight up lazy, they stop being clever and start being annoying. So let's count them down. Number 5. The miscommunication could have been solved in 10 seconds trope. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Two characters are mad at each other. The entire plot depends on them not talking, and all it would take to fix everything is one sentence. But no, instead, one character storms off before the other can finish explaining, or they overhear half a conversation and immediately assume the worst. Or they say, I can explain, and the other person goes, I don't want to hear it, and walks away. This trope is annoying because it feels fake. Real people don't live like this, at least not this consistently. Sure, misunderstandings happen, but when an entire story relies on characters suddenly losing the ability to communicate like normal humans, it feels lazy. What makes it worse is when the characters are supposed to be smart, emotionally mature, or deeply connected. You're telling me best friends, siblings, or lifelong partners won't stop for 10 seconds to talk? Instead of tension, it creates frustration, and frustration is not the same thing as good drama. Number 4. The chosen one who is special for no real reason trope. Ah yes, the main character. They're not particularly skilled, they're not especially smart, they didn't train longer than anyone else, but somehow they're the most important person in the universe. Why? Because of a prophecy, or their bloodline, or because they were born at exactly the right time. This trope becomes annoying when being special replaces actual character growth. When the hero succeeds, not because of choices, effort, or sacrifice, but because destiny said so, it removes tension. We know they'll win. The world bends around them. Compare that to characters who earn their power, who fail, learn, and grow. Being chosen is fine, but being chosen instead of being well written, that's where the trope falls apart. Number 3. The villain explains the entire plan trope. This one has been around forever. The villain finally captures the hero. The hero is tied up, cornered, or completely defeated. And instead of finishing the job, the villain starts talking. They explain their entire plan, their motivation, their tragic backstory. Sometimes they even explain how the hero can escape. Why would anyone do this? Realistically, they wouldn't. This trope exists because the writer wants the audience to understand what's going on, but it often makes the villain look ridiculous. The most dangerous villains are the quiet ones, the ones who act instead of monologuing. When a villain talks too much, it kills the tension. You're no longer afraid. They've basically handed the hero a survival guide. A little explanation is fine. A 5-minute speech while the hero is conveniently still alive is not. Number 2. The love triangle that adds nothing trope. This one is everywhere. Two characters clearly belong together. Their chemistry is obvious. The story has been building toward it for ages. So what does the writer do? They introduce a third person. Not to explore new ideas, not to challenge the characters in meaningful ways, but just to delay the relationship. Most of the time, the third person has no real chance. They exist solely to cause jealousy, misunderstandings, and unnecessary drama. And instead of being emotionally engaging, it becomes predictable and exhausting. Love triangles can work if all sides are genuinely complex and the outcome isn't obvious. But when it's clear from the start who will win, the triangle stops being interesting and starts feeling like filler. Number 1. The character suddenly becomes stupid for the plot trope. This is the worst one. This is the trope that can destroy an otherwise great story. A character who has been smart, cautious, or experienced suddenly makes the dumbest decision imaginable. Why? Because the plot needs it. They walk alone into danger. They trust someone they know is suspicious. They ignore clear warning signs they would have noticed before. This trope is annoying because it breaks immersion. Good stories challenge characters with difficult situations, not with artificial stupidity. If a character fails, it should be because the situation was overwhelming, not because their brain stopped working for 5 minutes. When writers do this, it feels like cheating, and once the audience notices it, it's hard to take the story seriously again. Conclusion. Tropes aren't bad by default, but when they're overused, predictable, or used as shortcuts, they weaken storytelling instead of strengthening it. So the next time you're watching a movie, reading a book, or playing a game, and you feel that familiar annoyance creeping in, there's a good chance one of these tropes just showed up. And now you'll never be able to unsee it.